USC football players are gearing up for their return to the field on November 7th. We'll tell you what USC is planning to do to keep athletes safe during the pandemic.
The Los Angeles Lakers are one win away from winning their 17th NBA championship. We'll have reaction from fans outside the bubble.
And we'll show you how USC spirit organizations are staying active, even though fans won't be allowed at games. See It Live is next.
The COVID-19 pandemic has dramatically changed sports for millions of athletes and fans. I'm Brett Chody, reporting from Lake Forest, Illinois.
And I'm Leanna Falk, reporting from Los Angeles. But there's finally some good news for Trojans. USC football is coming back.
We chose to adapt. We chose to overcome. We chose to fight as one.
USC football is promoting their return to the Coliseum next month. Yesterday, the team released a video on Twitter to hype the late start of the Pac-12 season and get fans and players excited. Some sports analysts say that the Trojans have a fighting chance to win the conference.
I think USC is going to win the Pac-12 championship in 2020. And, of course, the reaction is, oh, you're out of your mind. This year, if USC goes 7-0, looks really good because, let's face it, this is going to be a beauty contest this year, more than ever. So they're going to have to put a lot of points on the board. They have the offense that is capable of doing that. So I think this year they need a West Coast team.
The Pac-12 will be the fifth and final Power 5 conference to begin its season on November 7th. The ACC and Big 12 both started on September 12th, and the SEC started September 26th. The Big 10 will start on October 24th. The Pac-12 agreed to return to play only if colleges meet certain safety regulations. Of course, the fan experience will be different as no fans are allowed at Pac-12 football games this season. In a letter to the USC community, Athletic Director Mike Bone laid out critical developments that favored the return of the Pac-12 football season. These developments include a decrease in positive cases in most Pac-12 locations, partnership with Quidel Corporation for rapid testing, and resources for cardiac monitoring across the conference.
The Los Angeles Lakers are on the verge of a championship after a Game 4 win in the NBA Finals. With no fans in the stands, the Lakers secured a 3-1 series lead in what LeBron James is calling one of the biggest games of his career. To honor the late Kobe Bryant, the team will wear their Black Mamba jerseys in the finals tomorrow night. If the Lakers pull off another win during tomorrow night's game, they will claim their 17th championship title, their first since 2010.
This year was more like nerve-wracking, like watching like the games because it's like they actually mattered. It's like hopefully in the end it's going to be worth it and we'll win.
When it comes to the basketball sense, it's definitely if you're a diehard fan, we haven't been to the playoffs for a long time, so you got to be watching. Yeah, it's been Lakers had a pretty rough year, man. Every Lakers fan with Kobe's death, so with the finals, I think personally we're gonna win tomorrow.
Even though all-star players like LeBron James and Anthony Davis are playing in the finals, TV ratings have been the lowest in NBA Finals history.
And the ratings are they're not just down or they're taking all TV sports ratings are somewhat down, but the NBA's dip in the finals, which is normally in June, is huge. The standard for low was the Nets, the New Jersey Nets against the San Antonio Spurs. That makes sense. LeBron James' name is attached to the 3 lowest rated NBA Finals games.
What's billed as the largest Lakers memorabilia collection in the world is in Orange County. David Kohler started the collection when he was a teenager. He now has more than 2,000 items.
I have some favorite pieces in there. Of course, some of the Kobe stuff that I have from his rookie year. It's been quite a year, them all in the bubble and everything that had to be organized. And the NBA spent a lot of money for them to try to pull this off in uncharted territory that's never been done before. So it's been a long haul. And so I'm looking forward to them getting their championship number 17, which will tie the Boston Celtics as the most NBA championships in league history. So I'm looking forward to that.
Kohler says there's one more thing that would make his collection complete: Jerry West's rookie uniform.
The Dodgers are looking to close out the National League Division Series tonight against the San Diego Padres. The Dodgers currently lead the series 2-0. Rookie pitcher Dustin May will start on the mound tonight for Game 3. And just like all the other teams, the Dodgers won't have any fans in the stands when they take the field in Arlington, Texas, in hopes of earning a spot in the National League Championship Series. The first pitch is scheduled for 6:08 Pacific Time, with full coverage on the MLB Network. If the Dodgers manage to pull out a Game 3 win, they will face the Atlanta Braves in the first game of the NLCS next Monday. COVID-19 left many 2020 seniors on the sidelines for the current season. And for those looking to play in college, it's a whole different ballgame. The coronavirus pandemic has forced student athletes and coaches to deal with serious changes in the college recruiting process. When it comes to virtual recruiting, it's all about stats and video. We spoke to JUCO pitcher John Lucas Shin of Folsom Lake and junior cross-country runner Isaiah Gibbons of Pasadena High School about their experiences.
It's definitely slowed down a lot, especially because it was picking really rampant up February, right when everything hit. But right before that, it was really good. I was talking to maybe 10 to 15 college coaches at once. And then about 2 weeks into the shutdown, absolutely nothing, no word, nothing going on. And basically right now, since COVID, it's a lot different just because everything is relying so heavily on the video and statistics itself. So
I can't really post any times for coaches and stuff to look at, for colleges to look at. And then a lot of other states, not California, can or do have races going on. So they're getting to like post times and stuff that coaches are looking at, and I'm stuck out here. I have to wait till January. I have done a few out-of-state races, but it's kind of difficult because it's expensive to drive all the way out there. And a lot of time there's restrictions about out-of-state competitors. And then on top of that, I don't want to like spread the virus or anything.
In 2018, the NCAA provided over $2.9 billion to more than 1.5 million high school students. Scholarships have now become more tenuous, as in-person recruitment is banned for D1 students. Nearly 20% of athletic scholarships have been delayed or canceled.
For so many students coming to USC, it's about more than just great academics. It's the Trojan spirit and the fight on motto. It's community and pride. It's hard to catch any kind of Trojan spirit through a computer screen. We asked a new transfer student how she feels about it.
So the USC Trojan spirit was definitely highly appealing to me, and it did play a role in my decision to transfer here. And when I view USC social media pages, it's very easy to feel like that spirit is still alive. But as far as how the university directly engages with new students, I think before I moved near campus, I was feeling a little disconnected, and in a way, still am.
While some may feel like the Trojan spirit has fizzled this fall, the USC Marching Band and the USC Songgirls aren't giving up. They are boosting spirit through music and dance. We talked to members of both student organizations about their spirit strategy without football halftime performances.
We made a ton of fun videos that we filmed in our own backyards and homes, and then the band was able to play their music, and they kind of meshed everything together. And we put that out on social media.
Being able to perform virtually, even though it's not the same as in person, it's still something to do.
Since we're rehearsing so much and practicing, we want to have our members actually like engage in some sort of performance. And so these recordings are a way to do that. Now more than ever, it's really important for like the Trojan family and community to come together and to remind each other, you know, like we are here as a resource and as a family.
It's my first semester at USC, so I was really looking forward to spending some time at football games and seeing the marching band, but hopefully we get some more of that next semester.
Yeah, it's such a bummer, but yeah, fingers crossed that the band will be doing their normal early wake-ups and all of that in the spring.
Well, that wraps it up for us on this Thursday. Thanks for tuning in.
From all of us at See It Live, have a good night.